something is missing here. Isn't this very strange? Or actually rather, why is it missing and what went wrong? And the answer for this is pretty simple. A hex nut is not your great-grandmother. And what this means in practice and what went wrong here, we will be explaining in this little video, which will help you have more solid 3D prints in the future. And here we have another close-up of the place which was torn down. And as you can see, the single hex nut stayed lonely in place with the button being gone. Now we start with the original design, more or less, which I've recreated it here in OpenSCAD. And what is important, of course, here you see the cutter so that we can see what's inside of the thing. We see here at the bottom there is a space where the hex nut will fit, and then here there is a significant amount of space which also is much wider than the actual width of the screw. And just to simulate this again, the preview in OpenSCAD always is a bit difficult when you do a cut. You see here now the screw, and there is a significant amount of wiggle room. So in practice, it will be held in place only by the one hex nut here. And what this means in practice, we will now evaluate by realizing it with a 3D printer. And here we've got the first object, which is a bit of an approximation of what they have. You see here, it can take one of these, and the hole is much thicker than the screwdriver. So in the first step, we take this, and then we have to hammer it in. You see here, we hammer it in. Now it has fit. And then we screw it in, and in principle, now we are already ready for the load bearing test. And now you see I've installed it on my Vario table with an L profile. I know it's not the most perfect simulation and I will have a helper holding it. But you see here we have this ridge, and now we take one of our Mauser bags. It's a bit difficult to see, with a carbine. And then we can hang the carbine in here, and now we can load the construction. And now my helper is in position, and I'm bringing the first bottle of mineral water, and you see that it already fractured. Now, if we look carefully, we see the fracture took place here, because basically the construction jumped away from the screw. If we would have put in a little bit of glue, it would have lasted a bit longer, but not much. So this is the first, and this is a complete fail. And what can we do as the first experiment? Well, we can put in space for a total of 3 nuts. So now we still have the clean screwing behavior, but now there is not 1 nut, but there is space for 3. Incidentally, the modeling system which we are using here is called OpenSCAD. And if you look down here, you can find an archive with the 3 files in the show notes. And if you feel like you want to learn more about OpenSCAD, well, this book, I wrote it. If you buy it, I'm happy. If you don't buy it, I'm also happy. But it's also down there. And finally, as always, please like and please subscribe. And now, next, we've got one where we have to put in 3. The screw got a little bit damaged, but that doesn't disturb us too much. Basically, we're gonna ram in all the 3 of them, and then we're just gonna hammer them in once again, like we did before. Which is a bit difficult to do if you have only 2 hands. But yes, now as you can see, we are 3 nuts into our little test object. Now we've got the second one installed. The screw got a bit bent, so it's a bit out of shape already, but for our test it's good enough. So my helper will again hold it, and now we see that the one bottle is kept in place. So now of course what do we do, because mineral water is cheap? We come with a second bottle of mineral water. Second bottle of mineral water goes into the thing, and of course the carbine falls off. 2 bottles of mineral water, and it's already starting to bend. So you see, now it can hold 2 instead of 1. So we got a small improvement. Incidentally, this is the module for the nut, and I got this off of my AI application. So we have to make, before we actually print the object, a little test to make sure that the spacing is somewhat correct. When we take something which is AI generated, what I like to do is I like to cancel the print, like you see here, to get such a little slice. And then I use this little slice to test the accuracy. And for this, I take this like so, I make such a little stamp here, and then I just try if it fits in. And in this case, it already fit in because I hammered it in before with the nail. The idea is we want it to basically, that the nail, you have to hammer it in a little bit so that we get a good connection without the glue to make the simulation realistic. And now we go for the final and the perfect one. Here we again have the space for the 3 nuts, but now this channel here is significantly thinner. In fact, the channel is so thin that when the screw is drilled in, it will interact and fuse together with this inner wall. So we've got holding here from the nuts, but also here inside of the screw channel. So basically the load will get distributed across the whole screw channel and not just across the nuts anymore. And now we've got the third one, where the hammer isn't enough, because you see the hole is so small that the screw has a tight fit. So in the first step we have to chase it in. And then withdraw it. And to explain, of course, this limits the longevity, because screwing metal into plastic, you can only do it 3 or 4 times. But in practice, such a cloth pad object only lives for 3 or 4 times anyways. And now we've got the third version of the thing. So once again, we go in. Again, 2 bottles. And we see now it also has not got a problem with 2 bottles. So, and now we take the third bottle of the water, in it goes, and we see that it still holds without a problem. Eventually my helper will run out of upper body strength, so we are now going to take 1 last bottle. Also, of course, the strength of the bolt is limited, but now we've got 1/4 bottle. And we go in and we see that it still holds without a problem, because of course the load distribution is now across the entire length of the bolt. So, and now to sum it up, you see we went from a construction which was able to barely bear the bag to a construction which was able to handle 4 heavy bottles of mineral water and probably would have handled much, much more. So, case in point, always think about adhesion area and about the lever effects when you are designing your 3D prints so that they are always stable. And with that, I thank you for watching and hope to see you soon when my neighbors up there are not going bonkers. See you soon. Bye bye.